Welcome to Jazz 4 News. I'm Natalie Taus.
And I'm Megan Ristick. Today we are beginning our program with a special report by our Jazz 4 News problem solvers about a murder that was recently committed in our area.
Here's a brief overview of the murder. The victim was the Squid, aka Calamari. He was found Thursday morning near the back of room 221. A powdery substance was found in his mouth. Mr. Roshan's prized collection of M&M statues valued at $300 was stolen sometime between 3:30 p.m. Wednesday night and 6:30 a.m. Thursday morning. A note was left behind, taped to the door. It read, "If you keep messing with me, I'll make cookies out of the M&Ms."
During the next hour, you will learn all there is to know about the murder of an innocent creature. We will be shadowing the Jazz 4 problem solvers through their entire journey of finding the murderer and thief.
Hi, guys. I'm Charles Southward here at the scene where Calamari, one of our own city citizens, was murdered just hours ago. Some of the items that have already been collected are a mystery liquid, a mystery object floating in the liquid, and a mystery powder. Also, there was a threatening note. 4 suspects have been taken to the county jail to be interviewed. Let's go talk to the detectives assigned to this crime. Hello. By any chance, do you have time for a quick interview?
Sure.
First off, what are your names?
I'm Yolanda LaFonda.
And I am Rasputia Whistler.
Well, we are off to go to the county jail to interview the 4 suspects. Would you like to come?
Of course. While I travel to the county jail, Megan and Natalie will fill you in with all the details on the murder suspects.
Welcome back. Before Charles gives us the suspect interviews, we will give you a brief overview of the 4 suspects.
First off, there's Tim Schmidt. He's the computer teacher at Port Susan Middle School, where the murder was committed. Wade Johnson is a science teacher at Port Susan, who has a door connecting to Mr. O'Shawn's room, meaning he has easy access to commit the crime. Stacey Shue works in the office as a secretary for Port Susan. Our last suspect is Julie Zurcher, the home ec teacher.
Now that you're aware of the 4 suspects, we will report back to Charles, who is in the presence of the murderer.
Hi guys. We will now watch the interviews of the 4 suspects. The first interview will be with Tim Schmidt. But because of disclosure reasons, we will not be showing their faces. Let's listen in.
Tim, what do you have to say about this?
I may have stolen Mr. O'Shawn's fish, but I would never hurt the squid. I love that crazy guy. It couldn't have been me anyways. I had volleyball all night.
Well, say what you want, but you're not out of this just yet.
Next.
Wade, what do you have to say?
I come and go for science teams, so I could have taken those stupid M&Ms anytime. Also, I love animals from the sea, and I would never hurt them.
Okay, but you can't leave just yet. Stacy, what do you have to say?
I came up to see if Mr. O'Shawn was finished with my label maker. He wasn't there, but something seemed wrong. I looked around and found the squid in pain in the back of the room. I called 911, but they weren't in time.
Thank you. You may go back to your son now. Julie, what do you have to say?
I was alone in my room making cookies at the time. I would never go up to Mr. O'Shawn's room to see him. That guy is weird. I do like fried squid, but I didn't kill calamari.
You can say what you want, but this isn't over yet.
That was an excruciating interrogation, guys. Back to you.
Well, wasn't that interesting?
Yes, it was.
Now that the interviews are over, Charles has received some information from Detective Yolanda LaFonda and Detective Rasputia Whistler as to why these 4 staff members of Port Susan Middle School are suspects.
Charles, back to you.
Hi guys. I'm here at the county jail where I'm going to see if I can ask Detective Yolanda LaFonda some questions. Excuse me, Yolanda. May I ask you some things?
Sure, anytime. I'm here to help. Take a seat. What were you wondering?
Well, I was wondering why these 4 staff members are suspects.
Here's the information I have. For Tim Schmidt, I have calamari deeply misses his fish buddy. Mr. Schmidt has been seen with that fish over a year ago, and calamari has been investigating Mr. Schmidt for the kidnapping of his best friend.
Do you think that maybe he's getting too close to the truth?
Yes, that is a possibility. For Wade Johnson, I have. Last summer, while kayaking, calamari flipped over Mr. Johnson's kayak, and Mr. Johnson lost his wig. His girlfriend saw that he was not very pretty without it and dumped him. He has never forgiven calamari for that day and is still single.
Wow, that's very interesting.
It really is. For Stacey Shue, we have Miss Shue could not find her label maker and has been accusing calamari of stealing it for weeks.
Could it be revenge?
It may well be. Our last suspect is Julie Zurcher. We have Miss Searcher was making cookies at the time, and it was heard in the office complaining about being out of chocolate chips.
Well, maybe M&Ms could be a substitute for chocolate chips.
Good thought, Charles. Well, I must be off. I have to get warrants to search the suspects' homes for answers.
Thank you for your help.
Anytime.
This is Charles Southward. Back to you guys.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I just got news that Detective Yolanda LaFonda and Detective Respucia Whistler have received warrants to search the suspects' homes.
Here's Charles with the details. Charles?
We are here at Tim Schmidt's home. Here are two detectives will be searching for the premises for any evidence found at the crime scene. Let's watch as the detectives search.
We are here at Tim Schmidt's house to investigate his property to see if we can find any evidence that we found at the crime scene. Due to confidentiality, we will not be able to film the investigation.
Hey, we got the evidence. Let's go to the next person's house.
We are now following the detective Yolanda and Respucia to the next Miss Searcher's house.
We are at Miss Searcher's house to hopefully find more evidence that will lead us to the real murderer. Due to confidentiality, we will not be able to see inside.
We've now found the evidence. Now to the next suspect's house.
We are here at Miss Shu's house to look for more evidence. It would be very interesting if this was a murderer's house. As you can see, it is so welcoming. But anyways, you will not be able to see inside due to confidentiality.
We have found our evidence, and now we are going to the next suspect's house.
We are here following the detectives Respucia and Yolanda. This is Mr. Johnson's house. And because this is city-owned property, because he cannot afford his own house, we are able to film inside.
We are here at Mr. Johnson's house. You're welcome to come in with us.
Oh, look, some evidence.
As you can see, this is not a very well-kept place, meaning he may not have time for house care because he is on the run planning murder. We have found lots of evidence. Let's take it back to the lab now that we have all of the suspects' evidence.
Wow, what interesting homes they have.
Yes, they were. Charles has followed the detectives to their lab. Let's see what is going on there. Well, now we know how crime is busted.
Yes, but who did it?
I do not yet know. Let's report back to Charles for more details.
Hello, detectives. May I ask who the murderer is?
Sorry, but we are busy packing for our arrest.
You may come along if you'd like.
Yes, but you have to find your own way to keep up. We are mounted during arrest.
Well, won't this be interesting?
Come on, Charlie. We are on our way.
Here we are at the sheriff barn where Detective Yolanda LaFonda and Respucia Whistler are preparing for the arrest of Julia Zurcher, who was recently found to be the murderer of Calamari the Squid.
Here we go.
Miss Zurcher, you're under arrest for the murder of Calamari the Squid.
No, I'm not.
Help, I need backup. Miss Calamari the Squid.